Good morning. Good morning. How's everyone doing? How are you doing? Grab your coffee. Gonna get a little reading here this morning. Started to pull some cards, and I was like, "Yep, gotta we gotta turn the camera on." So I have Talisman. Just gonna jump right into it. Wisdom gained. This is the Magician energy. You have all the tools in your toolbox that you need. The wisdom that you've gained along your journey from your experiences. The Solitude card coming through with saying to me something about integration time, retreating to integrate some lessons you have recently learned. Um, this past weekend has been an energy of really showing us true colors of ourselves, of others, of the situation. So there's been some lessons that have been really coming in hot and heavy, I'm hearing. And we've got follow the leader. So you take the wisdom, right? You integrate it, raise your vibration. This is like hermit energy, right? The hermit goes to the mountain to, to learn, to commune with the divine, to integrate. And then they come out and shine the light for others to see, to help others find their own light. Um, so that's where I'm at there. And here, this is a 13 card. It's 49, right? We have a 13 card. So 1 plus 3, 4. So we got two fours. And then we've got 40, 4. So that was not lost on me. So, and right now, neither is the 13, 13. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah. I had to use my fingers there. So, divine feminine number 13, but 444. First tarot card out. The only one I got out. Ten of Swords. And I love this deck, the depiction of this deck, because look at what she's doing. Can you see that? She's stomping on every sword and breaking them. And I heard breaking up with everything that I convinced myself was hurtful. Breaking up my with anything that was hurtful. Breaking up with allowing myself to be hurt by others, by this or that or whatever it is. Breaking up with it. Done. Done. Breaking them up, stomping them out, breaking them in half, putting them in the trash. Done. Taking out the trash. I'm hearing taking out the trash. Very determined, very final. Keep going. Right? Yeah, as soon as that card came out, I was like, okay, gotta turn the camera on. And I'm back on the phone because I broke my holder for my what is it called? Tablet? Yes, thank you. Tablet. Broke it. Yay. Anyway, let's go. 9 of Wands. It's interesting, 9 of Wands. I gotta sit with that. I gotta see what else is coming out. 6 of Wands. Victory, success, being recognized. And the 2 of Cups. Seeing yourself in all of your facets and all of your forms. I love this 2 of Cups because it's her love for herself. She's here getting ready and here in the mirror. She's already ready. That's an interesting statement. I feel like in a time of preparation where you believed you were being prepared for something and you were, there comes a moment yeah, there comes a moment when you realize you were you were already prepared. You already, okay, so I'm getting the word remembrance. You're remembering who you are. You know, I gotta fix this. Got to fix this. There we go. There. I don't know if that's any better. Um, yeah, you were already prepared. Where are we going with this, Spirit? Well, that's a lot that wants to come out. My goodness. Well, that one certainly wants to come out because it flipped right off the top. Six of Pentacles. Stepping into mission, I'm hearing. Initiate of Pentacles. This is, in this deck, this is the Queen of Pentacles. Really now, after breaking up all these vows and agreements and with yourself and with others, other soul contracts, you know, breaking up with how you, like old emotional patterns and mental patterns, recognizing, excuse me, that they don't serve you anymore. For some of you, I'm hearing you say, if they ever did. Well, they did, because you gained a shit ton of wisdom from them, right? You know who you can trust, you know who you can't trust. You know who is your tribe and who's not your tribe. There's something here saying to me, the energy that we're in right now, I gotta say, I pretty much guarantee that the collective, so many of us are going through this, where we're having, like I said, the true colors of things, including ourselves, right in our face, right? And there's a victorious moment where we can recognize something within ourselves that has no more power. It's old. It no longer holds power over us. This is about, you know, taking what you've learned, Queen of Pentacles, and sharing it with others. It's about walking with authenticity and in integrity and dignity. Oh, I'm hearing for some that's going to be a new word. Even though you probably know the word, but to embody the word, I'm going to sit with that myself, actually. Dignity. I did not come prepared to be recording a video here. I don't want to keep going here. I've got a lot that wants to come through, but I'm not getting it all. Talk to me about this Six of Pentacles. I want to know about the Six of Pentacles. There's fairness. There's, you know, the energy you give out is being reciprocated now, because your energy has elevated. The Stars, Five of Cups. Yeah, you've healed something from the past. And now you're elevating. You're ascending. this feels like, although I could say it's been something that's been ongoing for quite some time, it feels like whatever energies you've been swimming in for the last, I don't know, let's go like Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, today's Wednesday. So right the day before Easter. So let's say just since Good Friday until today, whatever energy has showed itself to you, it's like this very quick level up. There's a I don't I'm really having a hard time finding the English words to express this. You know, maybe in the past there would have been some, you know, for fuck's sake, you know, I can't believe I didn't see that. Maybe some a little bit of a beating yourself over the head about not picking this up before. But now there's an acknowledgement and acceptance of that. Now I know. Now I see it. I kind of knew it before, but I wasn't sitting in the full belief of it. Um, if that makes sense. Because I was saying something to somebody yesterday that I've always known something, but I may not. I'm recognizing now that I didn't fully believe in it, and now I do. There's that kind of energy coming up here. And however this follow the leader plays out for you, you know, whether you're meant to do videos, to stand in front of groups of people and speak, or to just share this wisdom and this new energy of yourself, your true identity, with others over a cup of coffee or standing in the line at the grocery store. However it plays out for you, or all of the above, right? In all our circumstances and experiences. Now that gets, I'm hearing drip, drip, drip. So it's like it gets dropped right where it needs to be dropped. And it's not like you need to know when and where to be the leader, you know, to show someone else the light. It, no, you are the light, and you just being that, being your authentic self in all facets of what that means for you flows out into the world. I don't feel like I'm saying anything that we don't already know, but it needs to be said. This week's energy is really interesting, to say the least, and it's only Wednesday. All right. Well, this one certainly wants to come out. We've got the Hangman. Oh, I love the. So I'm getting this vibe of an initiation here. I never saw this before, so I can take this many ways. But in the background, there's this group of people, and I feel like she's being prepared. She's being tied up. I feel like this one's getting ready to put the hood up. I can also see it as them untying her and freeing her from something. Um, for sure, I can say that. But I'm feeling like this is an initiation where you're going to have to walk over the coals and not realize you're walking over the coals. You know, like cutting off your human perception of things to really feel everything. I don't know why I said walking over coals, you know, but I've never done that. I would love to do that, but I understand from somebody who does that you have to go through this process. It's a whole day process where you've got to test your resilience and test your senses. You are blindfolded at one point in time. You have to shoot an arrow blindfolded or something, like, at least this is what she went through. But there was an initiation process before they walked over the coals. It's like you had to get out of your own head. Some of us may be either just entering that initiation process where we're learning to get out of our own head, to trust the higher power, to trust ourselves, our higher selves, and our senses, our intuition. And then there are others of us who are coming out of it. And I would like to say that the ones who are coming out of it right now are the ones who are going to be the ones who are the leaders, showing the way to others, showing light, just holding the lantern up for others to find their own light. You may be teaching, you may be, teaching a class, like I said, doing a video, something. But there is a wave of us that are going into the initiation, and there's a wave of us that are coming out. And I'm hearing Spirit say, "Aren't we brilliant? That was so planned." The changing of the guard, in a sense. We do have so many people that are transitioning right now in our personal lives, globally, of course. And we've got quite a bit more to go through 2025 for sure. And it's the ones who are transitioning off. It's as hard as it is to grieve, and I don't want to downplay that at all. There is an incredible gift that soul is gifting humanity by transitioning off planet. It's lightening our path, and it's clearing the way for new souls to step up with their wisdom, with their guidance, with their knowledge, with their remembrance of who they are. It's like the more that leave, the more that wake up. Oh, this one certainly wants to say something. Judgment. Yeah, wake up. Wake up from your sleep. Wake up from your slumber. Wake up from... I love this depiction. She is under hypnosis, and all these past lives being brought back to reconcile all these past lives. There's someone who's been burned at the stake. There's someone who's been hung. There's, you could have been a witness of it. You could have been you had a hand in it. There's reconciling the past, whether past life or this past incarnation up until this point. I like to say we've all passed the test. Air quotes around the test. And now it's time to go out and show the world what it means to be a light worker, what it means to be, you in your highest and purest form, right? I got to keep an eye out. Oh, looking for my phone, and it's right in front of me. All right. Wow. Okay. Anything else we need to know right now? It starts with us. It ends with us, and it starts with us. Oh, I love that. It ends with us. We're the ones who came here to change the templates. No more abuse. No more, whether that's in your family line, whether that's through friendships, however it plays out for you. There's no more. I'm here to put an end to that. I don't know if you ever, if I've, I don't know if I've ever told the story. Um, I, I got married I met someone in '98, and I was sitting with my sister, met him at a bar. He walks in, didn't even know who he was, said to my sister, I'm going to marry that guy. A year and a half later, he's in prison, and I married him. And turned around to my sister, who was there to stand up for me, or for us, and said, mark my word, I will divorce this man. She said, what the fuck are we doing? I said, I don't know. I just know I've got to do this. Keeping in mind, I had married him after he had already started abusing me. A lot of my lessons, a lot of my past lives and everything were coming full circle in that marriage. 2004 or 2003, decided he was going to leave, started secretly packing up my daughter and myself and moving things out to my mother's. I didn't understand at that moment until quite a few years later that marriage, he was the last man who was ever going to put a hand on me. He was the last man who was ever going to sexually abuse me, mentally, emotionally abuse me. I was done. And I knew I had to be done through that marriage, right? Because the next chapter was starting. My divorce was final in July, on our anniversary, actually, and I met my twin flame in November. That door needed to be closed for something new to begin. A lot of this new to begin is beginning here within us. We're seeing ourselves. We're kind of, I guess I want to say, we're coming full circle. We're coming full circle because we have the experience that bring us the wisdom, right? We integrate it all. We discover who we are, and then we can bring it out into the world, right? I'm just getting this coming full circle. I'm surprised I don't have the world card sitting out here, but this card fell out. We've got the Elder of Chalices. Which one is this? Looks like a female, but this is the King of Cups in this deck. Mature, emotionally mature. Emotionally mature. I don't know where that falls, but so where are we going? If we're going full circle, Spirit, putting the end to the old timelines, a lot of them. It's not just one or two, it's a lot of them. Whatever energy's been around you, you've seen the patterns. Celebrate them, Spirit wants to say, instead of, being like, oh shit, could have used this a long time ago. Well, you received it exactly when you were meant to. Really getting a better look at yourself. You may see yourself this way, like you don't have it together yet, you're not ready yet, but Spirit's showing you that you are. Really rising above to, for many of you, you're really going to be like planted firmly in your mission here. You're not going to have a doubt in your mind why you're here, right? It's important to have a very open heart space. I know being vulnerable is not easy, but we've learned through these experiences that we can still be safe within ourselves to be vulnerable and not let them run ramshod, what is that word, over us. We're learning that we have is that what I want to wanted to say. You've had the power all along. You just needed to see it for yourself. It's like Dorothy. It just keeps, that's a theme that's been repeating for me for the last few months in these, these analogies I get. Just like Dorothy, she had the power the whole time in Oz. But she was looking outside of herself to try to get home. You've had the power the whole time, Dorothy. Excuse me. Where are we going here? No more. No more. No. Excuse me. Keep burping. No more. No more Three of Swords. No more heartache. The Hermit. Some of us may need to, after this week's energy, take a little bit of a retreat. There may be some. You definitely got some wisdom that's dropping in here. There's always more to learn, I'm hearing. Of course, we're never not healing and learning here, right? Final card here for where we're going. Oh, final cards. Two of Swords. Initiate of Wands. Learning to do things a new way. Seeing how the old ways have never, they don't work anymore. And taking action on that. Four of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, Eight of Wands, the Emperor. That's not saying anything to me. These two are the Wheel of Fortune and the Four of Cups. Someone needs to hear this, and I'm saying this with the most amount of love and a big smile on my face. Get your head out of your ass, or get your head out of the sandbox. For someone that might resonate, that phrase. Get your head out of the sandbox. There's something here about something's waiting for you in the wings. It's trying to come in, but this is just for maybe one or two of you, but you're just really focused on opportunities you missed. I'm gonna say, because I'm hearing it, I'm gonna say that the more you're focused on those opportunities missed, the more you're just going to keep getting more of that. Right? Let's get a final card. I hope I got the whole gist of this. Certainly coming full circle. Some of us going through the initiation process, some of us coming out, but it's this wave, but we're all of us collectively are recognizing where the experiences we've been allowing, we're done allowing ourselves to be hurt. We're choosing our experiences a little more. Impeccability and embracing. I love that, because that's saying to me that really looking toward and being clear with our thoughts and our words and our deeds. embracing a better path, a higher path, the path of light. Being very diligent. I'm getting the word diligent here. Yeah, love. Because that's all that matters. Speaking love, being love, coming from love. Yeah. Love, grace, and compassion. And then miracles. Aren't they all pretty much the same? Yeah, I don't have anything else coming through. I mean, I hope I got the vibe. Sometimes when I get done doing these readings, I'm like, did I even say anything? But I gotta trust that I did, because the spirit channeled it through me. So, yeah. Many of humanity will be coming out of a very long, long sleep cycle, and it's just going to be like all of a sudden the light bulb is on, and you know what to do now. You know what needs to end. You're clear on why it's got to end, and you're very clear on how the next cycle is not going to be. Get what I'm saying? All right. Gotta head out. Gotta work today. I love you. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you soon, probably for a new moon Taurus video. We'll see. Most likely. I think it's a new moon. Yeah, it's a new moon. Days are just blurring to me. All right. Take care. I love you. See you soon.